Life of the Party, this movie stars Melissa McCarthy, Julie Bowen, Maya Rudolph, Gillian Jacobs, and Molly Gordon, and it follows the story of Melissa McCarthy's character, Diana, just goes through a divorce and ends up going back to college, the same college that her daughter is currently attending. Obviously, there's some problems there, and they have to follow that through the comedy, about an hour and a half, and we go through that story. From the get-go, I can tell you, I don't think many people had high expectations for this movie, especially men seeing this movie. This is definitely a female-based, aimed at, there's the clientele, female, not really for men. But I went and saw this movie with another guy, and we actually had a lot more fun than we thought we would. This movie is definitely on the verge of a guilty pleasure, but it is a lot of fun and it is enjoyable. It does go through a lot of cliches that we've seen 100 million times before, and really, at a lot of the point, doesn't really know what the movie's doing. But as a comedy, it's just so lighthearted and fun, you can kind of get around it, even though as a movie, as a whole, it is missing a hell of a lot of chunk. Now, Melissa McCarthy, who I'm not a fan of, I don't dislike, I don't really like, she's kind of just there for me. She was actually really entertaining to watch for the most part. She was quite funny. She, was a likable character, which is always great when your main character is likable. And all the characters that were meant to be likable were likable. There's usually those characters that were, you're meant to be following and backing, and you're like, I really can't get behind this character. And that wasn't a problem in this movie. For the most part, these characters are very likable, pretty funny. They have their moments. Obviously there's some jokes that don't hit, there's some jokes that do hit. And then the people that you don't like are the people you're not meant to like. They are the antagonists of the film. They are the people that are making Melissa McCarthy's life harder. So of course you're not meant to like them. So they did a great job at that aspect. As I said, as well, it is a very light-hearted, fun movie. There's a lot of quippy jokes in there. There's a lot of just dumb shit that's happening. And it's fun and entertaining. You can have a laugh with it. Definitely guilty pleasure way in some of the laughs maybe not deserved. And there is a lot of jokes that don't hit. But as a whole of a movie, you kind of walk out and go, no, that actually was kind of fun. But as I said before, the movie as a whole definitely didn't, I think, know what it was doing. The plot itself, obviously, she's going to college. But from that point, you don't really know what's her angle. Like, she's at college, but what's going to happen? What's the rest? Is she going to fall in love? Is she going to, have a problem with this, a problem with that? And you didn't really know. You, had no climax where it's going to lead up to this point. We didn't get that. By the end, they created it in, a scene, but through the movie, we weren't leading up to a big moment. Generally, comedies do. They're leading up to a specific end. This movie didn't have a specific end until they made it the end at the end. It was just kind of a bunch of fun scenes put together. And as I said, it was enjoyable, but it was just definitely not there as a movie. And as I said, it is very, very cliche. We've seen these things 100,000 times before. We've seen the college part. We've seen the mum midlife crisis part. Nothing was really freshly added, but I don't think it needed to be. I mean, it probably could have, and then we could have made a really good comedy and really enjoyable, but it was just a run-of-the-mill movie. This movie is definitely something you can have a fun time with, but definitely not something I go and rave about and say, go, you need to see this movie. I'm not going to, complain about this movie, but I'm not going to rave about this movie either. I'm giving Life of the Party a C. Now, I know you guys were so excited to see this review. I think a lot of people are. Obviously not. I don't think anyone even knows what this fucking movie is, to be honest, but, it's been a bit iffy with movies since Infinity War. They haven't released much, so I watched this one, thought I'd put it up. We got Deadpool and Solo coming out I think Deadpool just came out, so very, very soon I'm seeing those movies, so I got some cool reviews with them. Also, I did a TV news video, check that one out. Also did a pop collection video, check that one out. But, as I said, the train's going to keep chugging. I'm going to get a lot of videos out for you guys. This is a shorter review because it's a comedy. Can't really talk about much, but that's all I got for you guys today. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like, comment what you thought of the review or the movie. But of course, guys, have a good one.